How's it going, everyone? I think we're live. It's always a delay. I hate that. Okay, there, I see the live. Okay, welcome to the Aftercast. I'm your host, Victory Saber 77, or you know me as James. And I just got someone retweeted something. I think
No, I
Josh.
retweeted you. Yeah.
But welcome to the Aftercast, episode 36, I believe. Yeah, and gonna talk about some stuff that we talked about on the Cybercast, and I'm gonna try and come up with. There's another one. I need to turn off my phone. Sorry. It's distracting. But we will be joined by some other guests. They'll be on the show a little bit later. But if you guys want to introduce yourselves, we'll start off with Chris.
Hey guys, obviously you know my name's Chris, aka About Prime on YouTube, but you can find me on Facebook and Twitter as well.
I always feel bad. I say, your first name. It's like, I don't know if you want me to say that.
Facebook, we know exactly who you are now. Yeah. Should have thought of a better name, really, shouldn't I?
Should all just have aliases. Sorry, Dalton. Go for it.
Oh, I'm Dalton. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook at Daltonians TFs.
Cool. And you got that out smoothly. That was awesome. Great job. Jay, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, James. I'm Jay. You can find me on Twitter at NemesisJazz13.
Right on. And Josh?
You can find me G1 Hexatron on Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Facebook page is the G1 Hexatron.
Right on. And we have a newcomer, Michael, there.
Hey, I'm Michael. I'm also known as Dotbot Maximize on YouTube, and you can find me on Twitter at Dotbot Maximize at Final Fantasy VII with the numerals rules.
Cool. Fantasy VII, nice. Like it. Right on. Just real quick before we get into hauls, Michael, since you're new on the show, well, you've been on the show before, but what do you mainly collect? Transformers, what series? Just curious.
I collect pretty much now, mostly, or before I used to collect pretty much everything, but as I told you before, a few years ago I had to get rid of a bunch of them because of family issues, needing the money and everything. But I actually started rebuilding. Mostly now I just collect Optimus Primes, Megatrons, Dinobots, as my namesake is, Grimlock, Skyfire, Jetfire, those, and then I also collect a few of them that actually can combine with them, like Wing Saber and Leo Breaker.
Okay.
I see you've got a couple of Armada and Enge on there. Good man, good man.
Oh yeah.
Gotta be done.
I also get Blitzwing. He was one of my top favorites as well.
All right, there we go. At least you saved yourself with a G1 there. Cool. Right on. Welcome back, Charles. God, you just disappeared.
Oh my god. I just
All right, well, let's get into some hauls. Anyone get anything really great besides candy? Since yesterday was Halloween for the U.S.
I still feel sick from that. Every year I say no more, no more, no more, but I still stuff my face. So yeah, here we go.
Nice. Anyone?
I got a few things. I got a Funko Fabrications Batman, and then I also got the newest Star Wars Black Line series, Chewbacca, Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker, completely different head, so all three of them look completely different as far as face goes.
Is that one behind you on your left?
Yeah, and the Darth Vader is just, wow. The Darth Vader is like crazy. You can take his head off, and the head is just, it captures what you saw on screen perfectly.
Not Hayden Christensen underneath there, right?
What's up?
It's not Hayden Christensen underneath that helmet?
No.
Okay, thank God. All right.
I'm only collecting the ones from the 4 through 6, so I don't care about the the prequels, whatever.
Cool. And you got Chewbacca too.
Yeah, Chewbacca's actually really nice. He's got like a lot more articulation than what I would think. I mean, like where they broke up all this section here, so like this section will turn here. It also bends back and forth. So he's got like a ab crunch here with the hair, and it's soft, so he'll move back and forth. And then instead of rotating or complete rotation, he can rotate there. He can also rotate here at the top as well. And then you have a lot of articulation here. Stands really well, and him being a taller character, he's actually, you can kind of see, even though he's in the back, he's taller than the rest of them. Darth Vader's about a head taller than Luke, because Luke is kind of the shortest one along with Leia, but Chewbacca is 7 inches in the 6-inch line. So
Nice. Cool.
Getting an extra inch. Nice.
Right on. Welcome, Dakota. It's been, what, a month?
Jeez, if not more, yeah.
Damn.
Just the way things have crumbled this last month.
Yeah.
Sorry,
How's it
I was
going?
in Chicago last weekend. No big deal.
Getting married? Yeah, we know.
Thing, yeah.
Seeing his kids.
Whoa. Well, don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
I can tell you what Dakota's doing right now.
Hang on.
Yeah.
You catch it? Yeah, you caught it.
Yeah. I think
So
we did.
have we talked about halls yet? Because I'd love.
We're going over it right now.
We're already past, man. Sorry.
Well, if anyone else isn't going.
Okay, I'll go.
Hold on. Dalton always has something, so what do you got, Dalton?
I have nothing yet. I will be having stuff for next week coming in. I've got the Universe Inferno, Reveal the Shield Grapple, and I might have Sea Spray and Wind Charger coming in.
Dude, you just totally gave it all away now. Now we know.
Oh, are we talking about what we're coming out getting next week? Because I just ordered my Catwoman movie.
I just kept talking about the things I've bought, but I've got to be shit.
Okay, I
Well-
better not hear about those things next week then.
Yeah, because then it'll just be ruined. It'll be ruined. Or ruined. Anyways, so I rounded out the rest of Figure Subscription Service 2.0, including that awful little Iron Fist. Thank goodness I didn't pay much for it. I got Iron Fist, not Frenzy and Rumble, Rewind and Eject, and I think that was it for the subscription service. Picked up the Collectors Club Seacons. Josh, I'm glad to see that you were proud of me for that. First G1 Combiner, loving it. And picked up the Collectors Club 2010 G2 Ramjet. And I went ahead and picked up the Mushroom Kingdom Bluster and Trench. So I think that was it.
Cool.
Oh, and I got some like titaniums and Universe Snarl, but I guess those could have been like saved for first because they're less impressive. But yay, that was my haul. I'm happy with it.
Isn't like Megatron Titanium one supposed to be like the worst from the entire line, or?
They're almost all of them are, give or take
Oh,
a few.
okay.
Like later waves. The later waves they actually stopped putting metal on metal for the joints. So
Yeah.
but yeah, the
Sound
Megatron
was pretty bad.
Cheetor's nice. The Fire Convoy is nice, and I mean, Optimal Optimus he was part of the bulk buy, so I was like, nah, go ahead, throw him in. But he's kind of iffy.
What if he was repainted into?
Oh, Primal Prime be bought. I mean,
Yeah.
no questions asked. But
Alright.
that was what could have been and never was.
He was teased on the back of some of the
And
the
they even
figures.
had a prototype done, like a painted prototype too.
Yeah. It's just they decided not to do it.
Yeah.
Oh well. Did you pick up anything, Michael?
Actually, I did. I picked up some stuff this week, and some stuff I picked up like right at the end of last week. So what I got was the full upgrades for my Fall of Cybertron Grimlock.
Oh,
I got
nice.
the Forge Crustaceans kit with the bigger
Yeah.
shield and sword and the new head. And I also got the Dino Armor kit, where
Oh,
it gives
nice.
one looking wings and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Also got the little backfiller here that come with the Xena Forge kit. The sword shield.
sweet.
So it
Where'd
makes
you
them.
pick up the shield and sword, man? I've been looking for that forever.
I actually found it on chimongmong.com. If I
Oh,
can
that-
say that right. Paid like
Is this
20
phone?
bucks for it, but didn't come with a box or anything. It just had just a little plastic tray come in, but no box.
Yeah.
But
Awesome.
still, it was worth it. But it's
Oh yeah.
also I didn't pay for this. I actually got these in a tray with a friend of mine. Uh, I got both kits for the War for Cybertron or Fall Cybertron Prime stuff.
Nice.
There's no armor upgrades. I don't have the chest grade with me. I don't have them put out. I got them put up because I got 2 little girls. I'll mess them up. But both chest pieces can open up, and it's got a little matrix you can put in there. But he also sent me the Cobalt Axe for him as well.
Cool.
I thought that was a pretty cool add to it. I also managed to pull in the upgrade for my Year of the Horse Prime. The articulated hands and the the gun from KFC.
Are they worth picking up, the articulated hands? Because I need to pick some up. I've got the regular MP10.
He
But
broke the
they're like
hands.
15. Well, actually, I only need the one, really, or just the
Yeah.
one, but still.
Well, this one it gives them the more better fingers and all for them, you know. But
Do they look better in person? Because like pictures of the articulated hands just kind of set me
Yeah.
off. I just wondered if they look better in person.
They kind of look cheap whenever we're looking at pictures.
they're good. They're real loose.
Oh yeah.
I
wish they
learned
would-
that because I had the package sitting out, and my youngest, my 2-year-old, got a hold of it, and I come back, and literally the hand was all over the place.
Oh.
Literally pieces of the fingers everywhere. And I'm sitting there, I was like, no, because I thought I had lost like half of them, but I managed to find all of them. So,
Nice.
but
You know,
it worked
speaking of
good.
that, how come a company hasn't capitalized on doing that for the Masterpiece Rodimus? Because if there's a Masterpiece that just can't hold his gun or anything, it's that one.
I think there is one for them. I don't think
Really?
it's usually for Rodimus, but I think there is a kit that you can use for the Rodimus one. I'm not sure which one, but
My question is, would it transform with him? Because then we'd be getting into some sticky
I
stuff.
have no idea on that, man.
Those hands are tight.
This one it works that they're tight when you try to transform it, you know, but it works really well for them. If I can get it, there we go. You have to kind of bend them all down in there. You have to work with it a little bit, but you also have to kind of push it just a tad to get it to go in right. Which I'm scared to do it now because I'm afraid it's catching there. So I ain't got his fingers articulated in there right, but he can do it.
Okay, cool.
I got that Masterpiece Rodimus at BotCon. I've transformed it from its robot to car once, and I was like, I don't even want to touch you again, man. You're such a pain.
The fear. I transformed mine to car back not too long ago. It took like 45 minutes.
Dude, it just like I kept on thinking. I was like, am I doing something wrong here? I'm like, I mean, it's so like this has to be at like this angle. It can't be this or this. It has to be like this to transform. And oh my god.
Well, but it's such a rush. It's like running from the cops, except you're not. You're just transforming toys.
Yeah.
That's
You guys miss that? I mean, like, you look at
Running
the
from cops?
older.
No, I don't miss that.
Well, come on. Let's be honest. Are you gonna really run from the cops?
I'll walk it best from them.
But the previous line of the Masterpiece figures were really, they're good, but they just were not, friendly as far as transforming them. Look at Megatron. Look at, some of even the Seekers, the MP3 mold. Rodimus, horrible. Now you look at it and it's far easier. You prefer that?
I miss the
Or-
intricacies of Masterpiece, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Well, I still think that they're intricate, and have little things that, like, I look at the latest one, Wheeljack, that you've got to bend his wings a certain way, come out a certain length, bend those forward, then come, do all these little things with the backpack section. So there's little things to where they're always folding and moving to make it look all really nice It's not overly complicated once you know what you're doing. But the thing is like after looking at the directions, transforming it once, and being like, okay, I got this. I set the directions to the side, and then I try to do it a couple of times on my own without looking at directions for help, and just trying to build that memory, because that's the easiest way for me to do it is try to build that memory. I just
Yeah.
feel like with Rodimus, it's like, God, man, I don't even want to do that thing with the directions. Like it was a pain.
You need to call in an expert for it, is it?
Now, well, I wouldn't be calling you because you'd break the thing. So
Here comes Chris.
Talking to him on the phone.
I'll fix it.
Don't touch my stuff.
You did have a battle damage Rodimus Prime, didn't you? Come in too, right?
Chris is like, okay, now you're gonna want to fold the chest down, but do it really hard and with no care for your masterpiece whatsoever.
like whenever
A lot of pressure with your. Usually I use a pliers too, just in case, so I can really get it in there tight.
got the chisel hammer. But no, whenever Chris he gets his like masterpiece Ultra Magnus, he's like, worst case scenario, I would just like lay the parts and I'll have a Galvatron like shooting at it. It'd be like 86 animated movie scene. There you go.
That could actually work.
Oh,
Chris
I
would
would
have
Never happened.
throws it
I
against
actually
the wall.
did say that.
That's how it transforms.
Gosh.
It's just worked for him all these years. He just throws them in the wall. Well, there's robot mode.
We're at BotCon in our room, and the next door neighbor's like, "What is that thumping noise constantly on the wall?"
Oh, there's just transformers always.
Oh gosh.
I'm transforming stuff.
We all like put our freaking box sets of toys in like a metal case with like 7 padlocks on it.
No one buys anything at the convention until the last day just because they don't want Chris playing with it.
Oh wait, this is a third party reveal? Oh, let me have a look. Everyone's like, no, Chris, no.
We're going to a parts party. That doesn't mean we're gonna be taking things apart and buying it in parts. So let's just,
Handcuff Chris.
Oh,
Just
damn it.
completely close his hands off.
Just knock on the door. It's like, hey, am I invited? There's a door. It's just like,
They make him put on a straight jacket.
Brad standing at Orson's door. Nah, man, you can't come in. I don't know you, but I've heard some things.
yeah, especially if you have that black Derek and Overlord and all that crap.
Can you imagine, like, if Chris was there and was like, "Hey, man, do you mind if I hold this?" And we're just like, all get out our cell phone cameras.
We
Oh,
all
what
inch
is it?
closer towards the door as well.
It's like Goonies with Chunk, where they gave him Mikey gives him that painting, and he's like counting down 1, 2, 3, and he finally like drops it. But all right, let's get off of that.
just one real quick question. Isn't, for like the size class of like Wheeljack and all the other Dodson brothers and whatever, isn't Wheeljack, I still haven't seen a review because I refuse to until I actually buy him, but isn't he like the hardest to transform out of all of them? Or...
I'd say there's little things that you need to be aware of, because there's like whenever you try to come down with this one back piece, or there's 2 joints that it can swing on, and it automatically wants to swing on the first one. But if you try to come down with that, it's not going to connect properly. You have to actually hold that and swing down with the second. I mean, there's just little things like that you need to pay attention to. The wings. I mean, Chris, just rip the wings off yours. I mean, because they're going to end up that way. Because you have to like lift them up, spread them around like a 3/4 turn, then move the arms, and then you can move the wings a little bit more, and then lay them flat. And so there's little things that you're going to have to do.
It's
So I'm
because
better off just buying them and leaving them in the box.
Just buy the KO so you won't break it.
Yeah. Well, the KO is, I mean, it's like, that's one thing I'm really looking forward to, is like when Bumblebee gets made into KO, is seeing for how he's going to be like the cheaper one for when he comes over to the UK anyway, is everyone saying, like, around forums and whatnot, for when he is going to be made into KO, they've already planned is, the normal KOs are like 15, 20 quid, 20 quid on the high end, but word on the vine is he's only going to be like 10 quid in KO, which is X amount in dollars. So, yeah, I mean, I'm willing to pay 10 quid for a KO, which I'll probably break and ease a deluxe, so yeah.
I have a feeling that I'm gonna end up buying the KO of that mold because feel like the knockoff companies are gonna make Glyph before Hasbro or Takara will.
Mhm.
So
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna be my poison.
9 p.m. in San Antonio. Trent is here.
Hello.
Hey.
Sorry I'm late, fellas. Sorry I'm late. I was
It's all
sick
good.
today.
Hey, how dare anyone be late? How dare you late, folks?
How was the con?
It was fun. I do have an article posted on the website comparing the pros and cons,
Cool.
but yeah, you can just ignore that. No, I'm just playing. It was fun. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It was definitely fun, but
Okay.
there were a few downers, but there were also a lot of uppers. So
Okay. Cool.
Did they have an exclusive comic this year?
yeah, it's not. There's not a whole lot to it. It's a very short one, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it pretty much featured all the everyone but like the Bluster and Trench.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Cool.
Axis is really cool. I kind of want to like backtrack Axis.
I think it looks good, especially for the homage that they're making with him.
Oh, I forgot. I also got the NECA turtle and a Catwoman, the DC 52 Catwoman not Catwoman, Batgirl, and she broke like 5 seconds after having her in my hands.
See,
That's right.
it's
Didn't her hair
not just
piece like
me.
break off or something?
Record that.
No,
Well,
yeah,
alive.
it's her. It's her head is like one sculpt, and then her hair is like a separate piece that they just like very thin. Think that it's just gonna kind of like plug in there. It's kind of like the weapons with let's say you take Lambor, you take his gun, and you try to fit it in his palm peg, and it doesn't fit in there quite. They did that, and they put a little bit of glue there, like one drop of super glue, and it was already like halfway off, and I was like, what the heck? And I just touched it, and it just fell off. And I was like, well, taking that back. Didn't have any problems with them, like some places.
I'm looking forward to that story.
Have they made a Hot Toys Catwoman yet?
No, and I'm sure it's for good reason.
That's the only thing that's putting me off again, like the original, with Michael Keaton and whatever, and the rest of the Hot Toys for that is I don't want to start getting into it because it's like, well, I'd want her as well. I don't want to just be like, oh, there's Batman, there's Joker, and
Mhm.
I just feel like there's a massive void in it and wouldn't be the same. So
Oh, I'm getting that freaking Sideshow Deadpool.
Really?
Sideshow.
I never really saw
Oh, right, yeah.
I want the Michael Keaton Batman for Hot Toys, but why is that one so? That's the most expensive one, man. It's
It's probably 'cause
Which
they had
one
to
is the
pay
best
a
Batman to
load
you?
from their
Gosh.
likeness.
I've noticed like the price has
Original.
bumped up ever since like they made the car, the massive huge car for like what Paul reviewed going back a while ago. As I've seen like on eBay, it's like I was always on the fence about it, and I just had like a loads like put in my wish list. As all of a sudden they come out with the car, it's not raised by like stupid amount, but it's just come up quite a bit, like average 30-40 quid extra just because of that. But I'm surprised anyone can afford the car, to be honest. Might
the
as well
car
go
was
and buy
like
a real car.
$700.
Yeah.
The car was like $700, and then the Michael Keaton Batman is like over 300 now. So it started off for like a 2 or something like that, around that 200. Now it's over 300. I'm just like, that's the one I want. It's so expensive.
Yeah.
$1,000. I mean, come on, you're a Transformers collector. You can justify getting up into the prices. Do it, buy it.
Not that high. For just Batman and his Batmobile, you're looking at $1,000.
You can't just get a Batman one. It's like I said, you get Batman, you'd have to get Joker because wow, out of every single like Hot Toys like Batman thing they've ever done, the Joker is like they've literally just pulled him out of the screen. It's absolutely amazing. Same as the Batman. You can't have just Batman. You'd have to get the Joker as well. So it works out more expensive.
Magnificent Jokers are awesome.
Yeah.
Like, that's my whole thing there. Is just I like the Keaton films, the Tim Burton films.
Mhm.
I do like. I believe they said it's supposed to come out this month. Those animated figures, they're priced at $22 on BBTS.
Hmm?
Those
Yeah.
are. I've got all those lined up for pre-order, man. I've just got that money just sitting in there, just because I'm like, come on. I wish I could just pay for them right now. That was one of the things that I actually talked to a couple of companies before. I was like, if there was some way, like I always do business with you guys, that because if I have money, man, I'm gonna get on eBay. I can find something that I can buy, or I'll just like go to some of my local stores and be like, I normally wouldn't buy it, but I got extra money on me, and I'm like, I gotta feel like I gotta get something right now, so I'll just buy it. If there's a thing to where you're like, all right, well, here's your bank account with us. I was like, well, I've got $50 that I can blow, or I've got all the stuff on pre-order. Let me just go ahead and deposit that $50 into that bank account.
Hmm.
And that way it's just like, okay, next is like nothing's coming out, or I expect this to come out in a week or so. You know what? Let me go ahead and put $100 or $200 in there because there's some things coming out next month, and I want to go ahead and start chipping away at that. That way, whenever it comes out, they can just ship it to me. There's no big chunk of money coming out of my account or anything like that. It's just like I've already paid for it with kind of like prepayment plan. And they were just like, yeah, that would be too complicated. And I was like, but it would be great customer service. I mean,
Yeah.
even if you're more expensive than some of the other companies, I would go with them just because of that. That would be a way for me to quit buying random stuff.
What I do is instead of leaving whenever I go, I don't have direct deposit, and I chose not to have direct deposit. So whenever I go cash my check every other Friday, there's X amount of dollars I'll put into my bank account, and I'll keep doing that until there's something I really like and and want, and then after that's built up, after maybe a few months, because on top of that I'm also saving.
Yeah.
What's that?
I take what I save and put it in large bills and like hide it in my room.
Ah, okay, people out there.
Well, I'm not saying I'm saying what box I put it in or anything, but that's just how I do it, because I know if I put all that money in my bank account, it's all getting spent. But if I just piece it, then I'll get something that may be a little bit high that I want, or something like that, all while I'm able to save. And in return, I stop going out to eat and stuff like that. I'll buy noodles from a Dollar Tree.
Yeah, right.
Dude, I'm dead serious. I'll show you my purchase history. You want me to? Mr. Government Man.
But I'm saying that would be so much easier if, like, these companies would do something like that. I'd love to just deposit. And the great thing about it is, that, hey, I'm depositing this money into my whatever account with X company. So, therefore, I have to buy something with you guys.
Yeah, I like when people hold my hand, too. It's okay. No, I'm just playing.
I know it's just like a random question, but how does like Big Bag Toy Store sponsor people? Do they do it by like give you 5 to say on the absolute maximum and 15 cents per view, or is it done through contract per video?
Who here has a sponsorship?
Dalton, answer away.
If we were
Dalton,
sponsored, we wouldn't be able to answer that, though.
Yeah, true.
So, I'm not, so I can go ahead and tell you the way it works. Oh, I'm not sponsored.
Who spilled the beans?
But the way it works is because I did one. I've only had one thing that was sponsored, and that was the KO MP Goldie. The sideswipe, gold sideswipe.
Oh right. Yeah.
Basically, put whatever you guys agree on. Their emblem or whatever that they want to send you at the beginning of the video. You just show it there at the beginning. You can mention it and have a link to where they can go buy it. The way it works is they click that link, and if they buy it, going through your link, because that's how they keep track of it, because you'll have like your kind of little name or something attached to it. Like my thing was like enter a coupon code for $5 off. So was actually an incentive for you to go through them that way, so that you got some money off. But then they also were like, okay, every one that someone buys from you, we're going to save whatever it is, like $5 or something like that, or X amount of dollars, whatever they come up with. And then whenever they keep that, and then they just keep a log of it until you get so much money, and then you can use that like kind of like a store credit.
Oh,
I
that's
know,
different way of doing it, yeah.
and I don't want to say who it was just to keep them from getting in trouble, but like Big Bad Toy Store offers them, I think, like $50 a month or something like that. They just give them that credit, or something along those lines. It may be $50 a week, $50 every 2 weeks, or however. But it could vary per person. Everyone's not going to have the same contract, I wouldn't think.
No.
Depending on how big you are too, how you bring to the table.
Yeah, if I can say on that, I mean, a lot of my videos I do on my reviews, I do a lot of the Brick Build label reviews. I also got the ones for Classics Jetfire recently, and I post, say this is my before, what he looks like before on it, and this is what he looks like afterwards. And when I first started doing it, I sent them an email telling them, hey, I don't know how you guys do it, I don't know how I go about it, but I was wondering, I sponsored tell you about promote you guys' channel or your website a lot on my channel. And I said, well, what's the deal with getting sponsored by you guys? And they got back to me, Repo Labels did. He says, well, you don't have enough of a viewership right now. You're getting there, but you're not quite there just yet. He said that when you do, we will sponsor you more, we'll get in more detail on that. But he said, just in regard for you doing that, we'll send you something. And they actually sent me the Repo Label kit for Unicron from Armada.
Whoa, that was cool.
It's like a $25 kit for free. So I was like, wow, hell, thank you.
Shoot, I'm gonna start doing that. Damn, if I get
Everyone's just typing in Reaper Label's website.
Because I've got a ton of Repro Label stuff. Like every time I Repro Label everything up.
I do it afterwards, and I get my view of how it looks afterwards.
Yeah.
I've done it a few times now, but I mean, I have to admit the Jetfire, the classic Jetfire, he does look better with it because you get that little strip there,
better with it, yeah.
windshield, insignia, and you get more color on his jetpack and everything. But it looks great.
Leader class stickers come out for that.
Well, Jamie, you
also
should
get
set for
Kronos when they bring him a set out.
Jamie, you and I should get something for Cybercast because it's basically like an hour and a half advertisement.
Very much. That would be nice.
Like, all right, so discount on all these items.
Yeah, discount. Just send them to us. We'll take the prototypes. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just turn around and be like, right, this is my entire collection. Every single one has a Reaper Label thing for it. Buy it. It's awesome. So does this mean that you give me X amount for every single fig in the background? Yeah.
There you go. Kind of want to touch back on the knockoff thing, just because I know, Chris, you buy them, and I bought one and such. But just, do you guys think that knockoffs are becoming more accepted?
Yeah, because when it comes into like the old knockoffs, I mean, you think if you've ever seen the knockoff of the Fall of Cybertron Bruticus, it's like that's typical, very bad knockoff. I mean, the molding is like instead of hands, you just get like sticks. It literally looks like carrot sticks. It's like, oh, really? But that's like typical, really bad knockoff. But then you have, you can kind of call them good quality knockoffs, upscaled knockoffs, whatever you want to call them, and they're really, really cool. And you can see more and more people buying them. If you can remember, the first proper knockoff we actually had was Sideswipe, and ever since they made, no, it wasn't even that. It was before that. It was the cassettes, the Soundwave, I think. Which came first, the cassettes or Sideswipe?
Sideswipe.
Okay, so Sideswipe was like when that came out, it was like testing the waters, and you saw like a couple on eBay, but then after that, eBay all the time. You type in, even now, KO Sideswipe, it just gets sold out. I see it more regular on forums. I see more people talking about it, saying if you can't put the money down, just go ahead and get them. And the biggest example is the whole thing with like the normal MP cassettes versus the KO cassettes. Everyone's like, don't put full money on KO, the normal cassettes. Just pay $10 each one. Well, each one, you know what I mean, per thing. So you're paying $20 for the entire cassette thing. That is a no-brainer. So from people saying like, oh yeah, it's no-brainer, you gotta go for it, versus rewind now a couple of years ago, and even myself was saying, oh my god, hate knockoffs. Why would you even go get a knockoff? Is just despicable. But yeah, definitely more accepted over the last couple of years. Definitely, yeah.
I think it's mostly the money issue. I mean, when you pay
Yeah.
$200 or whatever for because I know there's a knockoff of MP10 Prime, and same with the Year of the Horse one. I mean, it's a remold of it. I mean, you ready to pay the whatever how much the knockoff is for it. It said the $200 for the original MP10. I mean, yeah, you're definitely going to pay that.
The only thing I don't condone about knockoffs is if you guys can remember, they knocked off G1 Scorponok, and the only difference was it was $60 cheaper. So bearing in mind,
Well, no,
like,
there's a lot of differences. We
no, I
pointed
mean
them
just
out.
in like price wise, but it's in like the actual figure. There was a ton. You speak to any guy who's ever bought the KO of that G1 Scorponok, they'll say save your money or get your money back. Don't buy it. And that is kind of the worst kind of knockoff, you know.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the G1 realm of knockoffs are not cheap. Like what you're saying with like the Masterpiece cassettes where you can buy the set for $10 where normally the Takara is like $60 or whatever. The G1 knockoffs are like, if you look at the combiner sets, I know they knocked off Abominus and Computron. Those things go for $120, $140, depending on which set you're looking at, and it's like, wow, you can just get a normal G1 authentic out of the box, yes. Yes, it will have stickers, but you can always go get repro labels if the stickers are bad, but why would you pay that much money for a knockoff?
Yeah.
Just because you can get the box, the styrofoam, and all that, and yes, it's, I guess, minty fresh, no one's put the stickers on, but, I mean, come on, I don't really understand that.
Well, the stickers aren't the same quality, and then also all the weapons don't fit together very well. Paint starts rubbing off on faces and heads. First off, without us buying these Takara and authentic releases, if we don't, then there's no knockoffs for you guys.
Yeah.
So if we quit buying, they're not just going to keep on coming up with these knockoffs. So that's one reason why I'm just like, hey, I support it. It's one of those things that I also look at, like, if you really like a music group, and they come out with an album, you could probably find a way to rip it off if you wanted to or something like that. But I mean, if you want to support that band or whatever, you want to see them continue on and do live shows and put out another CD as well or another album and continue on, you're probably going to go buy that then. I kind of look at it the same way. Now, I understand people all have different financial situations, but Chris, I know you say that it's almost exactly the same thing. Me, I disagree with that. Just you have a lot of knockoffs, so I don't know how many authentics that you have, but you have a lot of knockoffs, and they're good for what they are. I can only speak to one masterpiece that I have that is a knockoff, and that's the Goldie, the Gold Lambor. And I can tell you that while it's nice, and if that's what I was accustomed to, I'd be like, okay, it's fine, but it's nowhere on par of the official release.
But that always breaks the official one. I mean, can't blame him for it.
Well, this is the thing, is like I had the official one, but I sold that off, got my money back, and got the KO. But I never got the gold one, so I don't know whether it's different with that. I just got a straight up like sideswipe. And the only difference, like while I was transforming it into everything, it felt the exact same. Okay, it's kind of iffy when he's holding his gun. It's kind of like a hit and miss, which, funny enough, that's the
The
exact same
chest didn't
thing.
plug in well either, and that's
Well,
one of the
my
main
chest
things.
was
That
fine,
chest keeps
but
on coming undone, even after I had to modify it. So.
oh, that sucks.
Uh, I'm just saying, just those are just kind of my points. Like, if you want to continue to see the masterpiece line, and like again, I understand people all come from different financial situations. So if all you can get is a knockoffs, then I'm not one of those people that, and I don't think anyone on here is just like, well, you're not a real fan because you're not buying the authentic. No, if that's all you can afford, then by all means, get it. But I also
But
believe
yeah,
in supporting, and backing something that you like. If
Hmm.
any of these movies you can go watch on free. You can go to several different downloading movie sites. But if you really, really like the movie, you'll probably buy it on Blu-ray. You're like, look, I want to support this. I want to see more stuff
Yeah.
like this because that's the way that they do their films. They see. What are the sales like on this? How was the theater release? How was the movie release or the DVD or whatever release? And they gauge that and they're like, okay, this is what's popular. We need to do more stuff like this. Or we need to. That director obviously did a fantastic job. We needed to hire him to see what else he's got in his bag of tricks for unique ideas and stuff like that. So yeah, that's all I'm saying is I kind of apply that to this.
Yeah, it's nice having a choice, and so everyone can experience, like getting Lambor. So that's really cool. But it's nice that now. Do you have a shop, Chris, where you can get these KOs, or do you get them online?
I get them online, but I mean, there is a shop, but it's like 10 miles away, so.
Okay.
Oh wow,
Like for us
Whole
in the
10
States,
miles.
there's no place that I
10
know of that has
miles.
Taco.
10 miles with a lot of traffic is Cardiff.
So it's on the other
more or
side
less
of the
driving
island,
through
then,
London.
right?
Hmm?
It's on the other side of the island.
Well, I mean, for the UK, we're small folk, so 200 miles is like, whew, I mean,
So it's not
I'm
a walk.
the
Dallas, I
UK
mean.
is only 800 miles anyway,
It's like
so.
it's 10 miles away. I had to take a taxi to the shuttle, and the shuttle took me to the train, and then I got on the airplane, and then once we landed, took a taxi. We arrived.
Well, it's
Oh,
like
man.
fuel
Clear
will probably
across Europe.
cost. Fuel will probably cost me like, I don't know, £2.50 to go 10 miles. Then parking, so that's another £3.50 depending on how close I park. But never
Jesus,
like
what are you
250
driving? A
back.
'68 Camaro SS with a 450
It's literally, even though it's
down in
only
it? My God.
even though it's only like 10 miles, it's like stop start traffic for like at least 5-6 miles. It's horrendous. So that's why I normally just get it online because it's free PMP. So
Yeah, you're
I wasn't,
talking LA traffic.
wasn't
Trying to
aware
get
you
something
drove
from
the
Hollywood.
freaking Batmobile if gas cost you that much for 10 miles.
You're just going as fast as you
Miles
can,
to the
braking
gallon.
really quick, and then just gunning it, and then braking, gunning it,
Yeah.
braking. But I was just kind of curious on that because, like,
Cruise control.
here you have to get them online if you want. Well, especially if you're if you're trying to get something that's within the same country, not going overseas and stuff. And even then, it still can be expensive, like with shipping on top of that and everything else, that they charge you with. But I was just kind
well,
of
I should
I only see
I was
like
gonna say off
30%
of that
discount.
that kid I received the Chimomong. It is an overseas thing, so I pay like $9 for the shipping on that alone. I mean,
Still not
it's-
bad.
mm-mm.
For us in America to ship to anywhere overseas, it's like freaking $50. It's crazy. I mean, if you want to do it safe, priority tracking, all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I learned that
Why is it
recently.
weird? Why is it weird on shipping though? Is because like I can get something from America and my God, it'll just blow my wallet out of the sky and it probably cost me like 20 quid because it comes over import fees and all of that. But you can get something from Hong Kong or Japan or whatever and it's like free PMP, like quite a lot. Why is that?
Yeah.
Well,
It's
you
just-
are on the Eastern Hemisphere. I mean, you guys are in the same hemisphere.
Well, it's even cheaper to do that for us. You know what I mean? In America, it's cheaper to get stuff out of Hong Kong than it is to send into Hong Kong.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's insane.
Shipping is so cheap, and it's just as fast as priority mail within the United States. But yet,
Yeah.
it sucks trying to do it out from the United States to a
Yeah.
foreign country. It's just
Yeah, outbound. It's like I'll get messages like, "Dude, are you ripping me off on shipping?" Like, no, man, I swear. Here's where I'm shipping from. If you want to see,
Yeah.
it really turns international buyers off.
Well, that's why a lot of U.S. buyers won't on eBay. They're like, nope, won't ship internationally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Won't do it because it's like I don't want to have any like going back and forth with you after you've made the bid and I've quoted you what the shipping was, and then whenever you say okay and you make your bid, then you're like, all right, so about this shipping thing, I was like, no, it's total price.
Yeah.
That's the way I always look at things. I don't even like whenever we talk about price. I don't even talk about price and just keep shipping to the side. I'm like, no, total. What's it gonna cost me? The whole thing.
Mm.
Yeah, it's factored into. I factored into the value, but that's from
Yeah,
accounting background.
it's the same thing. It's like, oh, so you and your lady friend, y'all went to the movies. How much did it cost? Oh, $16. Oh, so didn't get it? Oh, no. That was just for the tickets. It actually cost $30 for popcorn and drinks
Yeah.
and all this other stuff, and then on top of it, so it was a $50 movie trip, and it was awful.
And all I
Not
got was a
exaggerating.
stupid kiss. What?
Hang on, I'm putting my response in the comments.
Oh God.
Oh no.
So yeah, so
Yeah, it
it gets
cost me
colorful
30
at times.
for shipping my Energon Ultra Magnus to get it from the UK.
How much was?
It was $30.
Wow.
That was with like tracking and everything.
Okay, so it was
Oh.
pretty fast though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got.
Chris's movie trips, he actually factors in gas, tread wear on his tires. He's now closer to his old change date.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well.
Amen.
He's like,
Alright.
hey, the theater's 10 miles.
That's cool that you do get like the free shipping or whatever you said there, Chris, from places in Hong Kong. I mean, I would love that, but I would be. It just worries me when someone has free shipping and it's like Singapore or Japan,
Yeah.
Hong Kong,
Oh,
wherever.
you're
I'm
waiting
like,
like 2 to 3 weeks.
and I'm like, oh, I've waited almost a month and a half
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
for certain things.
Five
and
weeks.
I've asked them what's going on, and they'll tell me some lame, story like, oh, there's a storm, there's a storm happening and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, who gives a crap about a storm happening? I live here. There's no storm. I'm checking the weather. I'm checking the world weather. That cargo ship or that plane is not going down. It's still coming here. U.S. is still functioning. Regardless of your little storm, and
Yeah.
it's just
It's awkward then, though, because you're paying nothing for shipping, and then you're like saying, "Hey, get with the times," kind of thing. It's like, and so many people said, "Yeah, but you get what you pay for." It's like, I know, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then after all that wait comes back, you just see like because it's traveled a heck of a distance, you see like the box is completely destroyed, and you're like, I don't know whether I want to open this box or not.
yeah, definitely. But I've also had some great experiences getting stuff overseas. I mean, and I haven't paid a lot of money for shipping overseas, but when I do get like EMS, it's really fast and really nice. I mean, yes, it can go and maybe get held up at customs depending on what it is, but usually never does. And I get it. I mean, that triple Dacus I got this summer from the guy from Hong Kong,
Mhm.
EMS shipping, part of the price of the item, and I got it really fast, and no problems, no nothing. So it's really cool. But
A story on shipping from overseas, man. It's been a while back now, but I got another kit for my Year of the Horse Prime, where it's a clear roller, a gas pump and another rifle for them. I got it from overseas in China, and it shipped within like 3 days of me buying it. But then it went to it had the tracking and all on it, and it went to New York. And I was like, cool, it's coming, it's getting closer. Next day I check it, it's in I'm in Mississippi, and it went to Memphis, which is I'm sitting there like, yeah, it's already in Memphis. That means I'm going to get it the next day. I'm like, cool, and the next thing I know, it's back in New York. I'm like, wait a minute. Next day it's in Minnesota.
What?
Next day it's in Florida. I'm like, what the hell is it doing?
Who shipped that? Mattel?
Yeah, it's Digital River from Mattel probably shipped that
I
sucker.
have crazy luck with like
happened.
international shipping.
I
I
like
bought
a week later, I still ain't got it. And I'm just sitting there, where's it at? And then as soon as I say that, it shows up in my mail.
I bought my Marvel Legends Deadpool, and it was from China, so it could be a knockoff. It is awesome, but it could be a freaking knockoff. So I don't know. I didn't ask. I didn't care as long as the figure was good. That's all I cared about, and it was. But I mean, man, it was like 12 days, and it was in my mailbox. And and they didn't ship it, their international priority or whatever. They just shipped it, and then a few days go by, and I'm like, oh, hey, it's in San Francisco. And then, another few days go by, and, oh, hey, it's already at my, local post office sorting facility.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just where I am in the country maybe has something to do with it, I'm sure, but it's still strange that, whenever it's in San Francisco, it's literally like 3 or 4 days out.
Digital River is the worst. I don't know if they just do the processing and also ship, but Mattel shipping is absolutely horrible. What did I wait? I waited like 2 weeks for something to get from California to Texas because it went to California, 3 different places. It went to Vegas, and then it went to like Minnesota or something like that, and then it went to like Pennsylvania. I'm like, I'm down here, down here. It's like, why are you going all over
This
the
is
place?
what it was all for, man. Was just this roller with this gas pump, and then it had a Magnus rifle with it. But it works real well with the the Horse Prime because the color goes pretty close. It's not exactly to the the drone in the trailer, but it's pretty close. It's worth it for it. It was only $20.
Okay.
Where are you at?
Do what
Where
now?
you at? I'm sorry, Michael. Where you say you were at? Because I heard you say Mississippi up in there, and I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm in Mississippi.
Uh-oh.
Really?
Like
What part?
everybody's close except for Trent and
I'm from I'm
Chris
from
and James.
oh, okay. I'm from like the Greenville area. We're like where we're at. Well, that's my original hometown. We're like 3 hours away from Memphis and 3 hours away from Little Rock.
I'm like an hour from Memphis.
Really? Oh, okay. So you
That
up
might
north?
give you an idea where I'm at.
Yeah, you're up north.
Yeah.
Cool.
And whenever I see if I get a package or something, I see it's in Memphis, that tells me I'm getting it the next day.
Yeah. Unless they decide to go around, take it back for New York for a scenic trip again.
What else you got, Jim?
What else do I got? I don't have anything else. I was just going to talk about the KOs, and that's about it.
Well, if I can, I got one last thing for my pickups, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I actually picked up the latest issues that come out. I got the Primacy issue 3, both the regular cover and the sub cover.
Oh,
of it.
nice.
Cool.
Mm.
I have to admit, I was surprised when I went and picked it up because my store rarely carries the sub covers, and I was just like, sweet. I also
Yeah, I have
got
a
the
comic book store. I'm jealous.
I was gonna say I have to drive like 45 minutes, almost an hour into Longview, Texas, to Hastings
Wow.
Comics. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Also
in a
got
good place here. Yeah.
I want to come out this week.
Oh, nice.
Issue 34. And
What are you telling for? God.
and last but not least, I got the Robots in Disguise 34. It's both the regular and the sub.
See, look, Josh,
Oh, that was
on the
cool.
cover, there's G1 Galvatron.
This one's got the Galvatron, and behind him, Rhinox and
Yep.
Alpha Trion.
Tryon. Nice.
I told you, yeah, they messed with it. It's gonna be 2015.
You know, they
And
just need to let IDW
what's
do the
sad
next
about it is
cartoon
that's the
series.
last Robots in
Yeah.
Disguise comic
Oh yeah,
because
I
of the
heard
cartoon.
about that. Yeah.
That's the last one you said?
It's the last Transformers Robots in Disguise comic. It's going to continue
Yeah.
on, but it's not going to be Robots in Disguise no more. It's just going to be Transformers.
It's going to
That's
be
probably
the
to
Adventures
keep
of John
confusion
Barber's
down.
Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably to keep confusion down because of the new show that's coming
Oh,
out.
there's already confusion. They needed to
That's
pick a
right.
different title, something.
Yeah.
Just think Disney's going to release Robots in Disguise on DVD from 2000 just to do it. Just, oh, hey, we have that.
Wait, Disney can do that?
They own the rights to Robots in Disguise 2000.
Disney owns everything.
Car
Wait,
robots.
Oh wait, so is that why they're dropping the Robots in Disguise?
No, it's
it's the
because the cartoon, the new cartoon that's come out, basically the continuation
Okay.
of Prime cartoon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send an email to Disney and tell them, look, if you
What
want to
the
step on some
heck?
toes, and I know Disney loves stepping on toes, just dig
Yeah.
through your vaults for Robots in Disguise from back in the 2000s.
Well,
If you
Disney
do that for
owns
me, I would love
Disney
it.
just owns so much now. I mean, they own Star Wars, they own Lucasfilms, they own Marvel.
ESPN.
Yeah.
I mean, they just. Didn't even realize that they own Marvel till right after they bought Star Wars.
I think they own
Disney
Pepsi.
owns Hydra.
Oh, Hydra.
Where does Hydra own?
Hydra.
Yeah, Disney owns Hydra.
Yeah.
Maybe it is Hydra all along.
Maybe it is.
Maybe.
Well, Disney is actually the Red Skull.
Oh my
What about that? Oh my goodness, the secret's
We're
out.
screwed.
Whoa, hello, folks! I'm here to take over the world!
Remember the episode of South Park? With
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where would you be without me, Jonas Brothers?
I thought Bugs Bunny would be the only hope of stopping offering resistance to them, but I found out, oh, guess what? Disney bought them too.
Yeah.
Disney's just going like spending crazy. Are they finally in their midlife crisis, or?
Yeah. Some, I don't know. But, yeah. Now if they could just take back the other Marvel properties from Sony and...
Oh yeah. I mean, no, don't get me wrong, dude. I think Fox is doing a great job with X-Men. I just wish Fox would just get their head out of, that place.
Mm-hmm.
And
Just work together. If they could work together with Disney, you keep X-Men. You guys are doing a great job with X-Men, especially with the Wolverine 3 being in the works, possibly being Old Man Logan a film.
Oh my god, if they do that.
So it's like, oh man, just let Fox keep doing what they're doing with X-Men, but do a collaboration instead
First
of.
Class was the best one. I mean, it's
Which one?
Which?
First Class.
I love
First
it.
I didn't name.
Well, is that the newest
think
one?
that's-
I think Dawn of Futures Past was the
Oh
best.
yeah, that's what I meant. Donna Futures Past.
I thought
They
it was
were
Days
able
of
to-
Future Past.
Whatever it is, I called it First Class. I obviously don't know what the name of it is. The
They
newest
were-
one.
They were able to
The one
keep
that makes
canon
sense.
with the previous three, with the original trilogy, and be able to rewrite everything all at the same time. It's the perfect cop out, but that's what that story was.
Yeah.
I was
So-
perfectly fine with it. I loved it.
Yeah, it was such a great movie.
Yeah, that third movie, X-Men: The Last Stand, just forget it happened.
What
Yeah.
movie? I don't know what you're talking about. There was only 2 X-Men movies, X-Men 1 and 2. They never made a 3.
I would just love to see like an Easter egg in Dawn of Futures Past for like a Easter egg, something of like Wade. That would have been awesome.
Oh, there
Just
should have
some
been.
snippet, even if it was just like a bit of like his costume or just like a samurai sword in the back. Oh, That would have been well placed actually if they did something like that. But there you go.
Apparently, they're gonna. I don't know. I still don't know what they're gonna do with the Deadpool movie, just because of like there were 7 scripts that were written for it, and so there's no telling which one of those.
Do them all at the same time, and Benny can choose which script he wants to go for.
Mhm.
You know, it'd be perfect.
What do you mean script?
Yeah.
That's something I can't wait for. Fox is gonna deliver, but you know who's gonna deliver even harder? Todd McFarlane. They are redoing the Spawn movie, complete reboot, R rating. It's going to be more horror than it is, you know,
Action
Captain
hero.
America. Yeah.
Thank
So,
you.
oh
Thank
man,
you.
it's perfect. He hadn't revealed any actors. Jamie Foxx really wants to play, Spawn,
God no.
and
Al Simmons.
I think DiCaprio wants to play the cop or whatever, the bad cop.
Well, everybody knows. Everybody knows. At least I've heard that DiCaprio is a really big anime junkie. I mean, he's been trying to get a Ninja Scroll and a Ghost in the Shell, and that movie's made for years. And I think they are starting to make them now.
I know. Tobey Maguire. Last I heard, he owned the Robotech franchise. Strangely enough, he's been wanting to do something with it. You know, the first.
That's what I heard too. That he was in the.
He better hurry up because he's not getting younger.
Yeah, but he owns them. He
either.
has all the production rights to them, to that. So I don't know. But yeah, Todd McFarlane, he's keeping it on. He's keeping it on base with the fans, and that's what I really appreciate. So we don't have another Deadpool dilemma where all the Deadpool fans are like, "Screw you! It needs to be rated R."
You know what I'm ready? What really needs a reboot is the Ninja Turtle movies. Like I know you just came out with one.
Wait,
You need
what?
to reboot all of you because that one was absolutely horrible.
Oh, talking about this recent one? You didn't like it?
It was horrible.
It was horrible.
Like I even almost think that like Ninja Turtles 3.
Don't you go there! Don't you go there!
Gosh, no.
I agree. Ninja Turtles 3 was better.
Hey, Josh, knock knock. You're about to get shell shocked. Oh, drop the mic.
Horrible. I didn't like the way they looked. I didn't like the way that they tried to do their personalities. It was like they tried too hard with it.
I liked how Mikey was.
Storyline I thought was stupid as well. I mean, there was nothing about the movie that I liked. The foot soldiers are now terrorists instead of ninja. I mean, it just there's not a single thing about that movie that I liked.
Well, imagine if he had continued it on with the alien story that everybody was talking about, right? But at one point.
Seriously, it could be worse.
He would have been lynched, I think. I mean, they really probably literally he would have been lynched at some
I
point.
don't think it could have been any worse, to be honest.
Don't say
How'd you
that.
like Splinter in that movie, Josh?
I thought Splinter was horrible. Well,
Yeah, I mean, it could have been better, especially for a 30-year-old franchise,
Yeah.
to not give it justice that it needed, unfortunately.
this was a money grab. That's all it looked like to me.
So,
Poor writing, poor acting across the board. I don't know what Michael Bay's fascination with Megan Fox is, but
I don't know either.
Don't treat it like a Michael Bay film, though. I mean, they used
No,
his
I'm
special
not
effects
even-
studio.
I'm saying that it was just horrible across the board.
Okay, so which one do you like better, Transformers, the first movie, 2007, or the new
86.
Turtle movie? No, between those two.
Any of the Transformers movies better than that Ninja Turtle movie. That Ninja Turtle movie is the worst.
Well, we're making progress.
That's good, at least.
That's some progress. Finally.
There's so much
That's good.
potential.
You're almost there, Josh.
So there's no chance you're going to go and start buying those figures, even if they go clearance, those new
no,
movie
it could go down to a
They could
nickel.
be
I don't
giving them
care.
away
I'm
to
not
you,
buying them.
Lock that person there.
They devalue everything else on the shelf that they would be on. They devalue everything in the room that they're in.
Every time I go to Target, I kind of just take those off the shelf and place them over next to the Power Rangers, just away from the others.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
just put them
I'm
on
thinking
a
about
different
going to
aisle.
Walmart tonight and just putting them on the Transformers pegs.
You just grab a cart each time you go to the store and just pile them up in the cart and just leave it in the aisle. And just leave. Someone has to restock it
I'm
every
gonna
day.
start doing.
Just take a dry erase board and write
start doing
clearance.
that at.
Just misspell clearance
I'm
on
gonna
it.
get my revenge somehow, James.
Yeah, oh, yes, yes.
I'm just gonna take carts. Like I'm gonna take 5 buggies back there and just start racking everything into the buggies and just walk out and leave.
The DVD comes out and he just takes it and starts throwing all the DVDs into the nearest trash can.
Puts them into the $5 pile.
This filth and just mines. Yeah.
3 carts or some, pile it up with the movie toys, go up to the front register and be like, oh shoot, I think I left my wallet in the car. I'll be right back. And just leave. Don't do anything.
All right, are you about to end this? Because then
Yeah.
I'll tell the story.
Yeah, because there's not. I don't have anything else to talk about. So, yeah, we're gonna call it quits there, guys. It's kind of a shorter show, but sorry about that. But we'll be here again next week. So check out, the Aftercast next week. Every Saturday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. There's also the Cybercast every Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. There is a topic show from the Covenant of Primus on Primal Sabbath's channel this Wednesday, correct?
Correct. Hopefully
7 p.m.
everyone can make it this time.
Okay, get there. I'll get there. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Primal Sabbath's channel, and then we also have an eBay shopping show every other Thursday, which will be airing on the 13th of November on G1 Hexatron's channel at 10 o'clock in the morning Central Standard Time. So if you guys want to outro yourselves, Chris, you're up, man.
Barrett Prime on YouTube, and you can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter as well. It's mainly all YouTube stuff is like World of Tanks stuff. So again, if you don't like World of Tanks, just ignore. Just block this last 15 seconds of your memory. So
Way to sell it, man. Just
Yeah.
way to sell that stuff.
I think we'll leave you out of the promotion or like anything.
Dakota?
You can find me everywhere at Primal Sabbath, and of course, go check out our website, covenantofprimus.com. We got some cool stuff over there.
Yes. And I did enjoy that article comparing TFCon and BotCon.
Yeah, it was a really nice read.
Yeah. That's definitely a must read for me.
So his head's gonna explode. It's like, oh,
I'm gonna walk around like top dog at work on Monday, like, yep, all my friends like my article.
yeah.
What are you
Hell,
talking
right there.
Nerd.
I'm the next Stephen King.
Are there any mentions of Gemini in this article?
Unfortunately, I couldn't pay for your likenesses. Josh, your agent, wanted way too much money.
Of course.
So at least they're doing their job, right?
So no? Well,
No.
That's one we don't have to read then, James.
Oh, I read it. But Dalton?
I'm Dalton. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook at Daltonians TFs.
Right. And Jay?
I'm Jay. You can find me on Twitter at NemesisJazz13.
Right on. Josh?
You can find me G1 Extron on Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, and my Facebook page is the G1 Extron.
And Michael?
Dinobot Maximize. You can find me on Twitter at Dinobot Maximize, at Final Fantasy VII with V2Is rules, and on YouTube at Dinobot Maximize. Wish I can say on that. I apologize I haven't made any videos because I've been sick for the last week, but I'm about to start back up on them again.
Cool.
Cool.
Torrance?
Trents5 at Facebook and YouTube.
Right on. So, and again, Victory Saber 77. I'm pretty sure you can find me. You know where to find me. So, thanks again for watching, guys. Really do appreciate it. And check out the topic show on Primal Sabbath's channel on Wednesday. So, yeah.
Bye.